For those of you who know me, which is most of you, and maybe for those of you who are getting to know me, I have a very bad memory. In fact, I actually forgot to bring my note cards today. But, true story, my very first memory as a child, which is kind of amazing, I remember it very vividly. It was April 26, 1980. I was very excited. There was a lot of commotion in the house, and I was like, Jordana, wake up! The baby's coming. I didn't exactly know what that meant at the time, but Jordana looked at me with red eyes and rolled right back to sleep. I, however, was very excited, and I witnessed my sister being born at home. It was the very first thing I remembered and stuck with me. So that was April 26, 1980. And I waited at least probably about a month before I snuck into her crib and beat her up for the first time. If there's one thing that can be said about Bethany, she is a tough cookie, for sure. I mean, I've had friends who sat down with Jordana and I for lunch and ran away crying. Bethany has endured Jordana and I under the same roof for most of her life, which is quite amazing in and of itself. Some of the things that she's had to put up with, let's see, include, let me try to remember, what? Sunday? Oh, yes. Yes, there was definitely a time where she was a little bit sick and wanted to have a brownie, so I made her a brownie and she bit into it. And with love in her eyes, looked at me while she bit into the brownie and thought it was whipped cream, but it was actually shaving cream. It's a brother thing. There were other times, part of her finger actually was lopped off trying to chase Jordana, and I got lopped off by a door. She's been tied up to a tree and left there. Let's see, a big rock accidentally hit her face. She's put up with a lot of stuff, and I actually think she did so well in her cheerleading career because of that. She was fearless, actually. But definitely one of the things that I've noticed since she's met Johnny is he's kind of rounded out those rough edges, I think. No, seriously, she's definitely a little bit softer now. A little bit, not much. She's still a tough cookie for sure. So Johnny, may you always be there for the times that my sister thinks she can take on the world by herself. And growing up with Bethany was funny because she always thought, there's this thing that I like to call Bethany time. She was always the first to the table and the last to leave. And no matter how much Jordana and I would chide her and tell her to hurry up, she was kind of always her own person. And actually, it's kind of funny that she's given some of that up, in a sense, for Johnny. Now that she's with him, she's given up some of that Bethany time for Johnny time. So may all that time together be wonderful. I wish you a lifetime of happiness, and may your love grow. Johnny, we welcomed you to the family before, and I look forward to welcoming your mother, your dad, and your brothers and sisters. It's a pleasure. So.